What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about Halloween songs. I know it's October, I know Halloween is coming up, and I've personally never made a Halloween beat, and I don't really know, what goes into Halloween songs, but that's what I want to figure out today. I want to take two songs that when I hear them, they automatically remind me of Halloween. I want to run them through LALAI, separate each of the stems, dissect them, learn from them, and then recreate my own Halloween song using these techniques. Before we get into that though, I do want to talk about this new LALAI update, which is called Orion. And to me, this is basically like a software update for LALAI, but it is so impressive. I did a live stream the other day on this channel where I took a few songs, ran them through LALAI, used their new Orion, way of splitting files, and I was so blown away. I split a few songs from the vocal and the instrumental, and there were a few songs where it literally separated it so well that I could hear the effects on the vocals. It was crazy. Orion makes things, it splits your files quicker, more accurate, and trust me, it is so impressive. You guys gotta try it for yourself. I'll leave the link to our website in the description for you guys. And yeah, let's start talking about Halloween songs. So when I think about Halloween songs, there's two that come to mind, and you might have the same ones as me. First one, Michael Jackson Thriller, probably the go-to Halloween song for so many good reasons. The second one I want to dissect is Somebody's Watching Me. Now I know this one has some, Michael Jackson vocals and definitely a lot of influence in it. I actually like this song a lot, and I wish it was kind of a year-round song because I really love the elements in it, but I love every time around this time of year when it comes on the radio and I can listen to these songs. I'm going to take both of these songs, run them through LALAI. I'm first going to take out the vocal from the instrumental, and then using the instrumental I'm going to separate kind of drums, bass, synthesizers, all the other instruments. I basically want to recreate my own stems of these songs. Okay, so here we are on LALAI's website. Again, the link is going to be in the description. Now, make sure that when you are on this one, click on Orion. This is basically their new system. I always think of it as like a new software update, like you're updating your phone or something. And this Orion feature is available for the vocal and instrumental and the voice and noise, just basically cutting out, the instrumental from the beats, separating the two. So I want to go ahead and drag and drop this first song into LALAI, and let's hear how it splits it. All right, let's give it a listen here. Go in the preview, skip in just a little bit.
It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark.
All right, we're going to process the entire file here, and then we're going to take that instrumental and we're going to basically separate some of these stems, drums, bass, guitars, maybe synthesizer. Now that I've done that, I want to run the second track through LALAI and basically do the same thing. I want to take the vocals out of the beat and then separate all the beat stems. Then we're going to drag everything in FL Studio and start to figure out what they did to make these songs so Halloweeny, if that's a word. All right, let's preview the second vocal here.
I'm just an average man with an average life.
So keep in mind, these aren't really high quality, recordings that I have of these tracks. In the stream that I did, which I'll leave the link in the description, I did some more higher quality recordings, and it was so clean. It was really impressive. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to process this, and I'm going to take the instrumental, separate all these, and then load it into FL Studio. All right, now that we're in FL Studio here, I just want to drag and drop everything that I split with LALAI. Okay, let's just clean this up a little bit. There's the first track, and here's everything we split for the second track. So again, basically what I did was I, took the vocals out of the beat.
I wanted to be left alone in my average home.
And then I separate some other kind of stems that I think are important to learn from. The drums, some of the bass, some guitars, and some synthesizers. But let's kind of figure out, what they did to make these songs. Because I almost feel like these two songs are kind of similarly produced. Let's dissect the drums first, because that's a good starting point. These are the drums from Michael Jackson's Thriller. Simple drum beat, 4 on the floor type of rhythm. Kind of shakers, some background noises. We can easily recreate that. Let's see what they did for the drums for this other track. Similar rhythm, similar kind of drums, not so much of the background type of dancey Michael Jackson percussions, but again, we'll make note of this. we will use both these techniques when we make our own song. Now, one thing that's always stood out to me is the bass lines from these songs. Now, what I love about using LALALai and splitting these songs is whenever I want to basically dissect the song and learn from it and kind of recreate it, sometimes it's hard to do so when there's all the background noise going on, right? It can be hard to listen to a song's bass line when you have the drums playing, the vocals, the synthesizers, all this stuff at once. I love basically soloing out one of these instruments because then I can hear it more clearly. Okay, so it's basically a deep synthesizer bass, kind of running a consistent pattern over and over, a little bit punchy, some longer notes, some shorter notes. We can easily do that. Now, how they do the bass line for this track here. So again, kind of same thing. We can easily work and do something similar. Now I just want to figure out what they did with some of the synthesizers, because I know these songs used to use the most legendary synthesizers ever. So you have these long, basically synth brass, analog type of chords running in the background. I still can't believe like how well it separates all that stuff. But okay, so now that we have figured out all of that stuff, I want to basically try to make my own Halloween song. Let's figure out some drums to add. I want to keep that kind of 4 on the floor type of rhythm with this one. Okay, I can work with that. It already is giving me kind of that, that, you know, upbeat feeling. Let's get a little bit of like percussion noises in with this too. Okay, so what stood out to me, what kind of most was that kind of bass line, and that's what I want to try figuring out first. All of those songs had kind of a repeating bass line that I want to kind of do the same thing with. Just a little kind of short melody playing over and over. Okay, let's do that. Let's make the sound a little bit warmer sounding. Now let's figure out some, basically just some long chords, some long open chords to sit over top of this. Alright, it's kind of actually sounding a little bit spooky sounding. I like it. Let's add a little bit. I'm looking for kind of like a funk guitar to add. Just some other elements now. Basically some ear candy, because now we got to make it our own. I'm actually kind of liking this. Now, I want to add some kind of like, obviously, some crazy lead, some type of, you know, synthesizer, like they were doing with some of those older tracks. That's it. That's the catchy thing right there. That's the last piece of the puzzle. Let's record that. Alright, so how do you guys think I did? Is this a good attempt at a Halloween song? Do I still have more work to do? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to visit our website, start splitting songs like this, and splitting stems, and creating remixes, and doing all sorts of fun stuff like I've been doing, the link is going to be in the description. Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment. I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you also want updates on our upcoming live streams, it's going to be on our channel's homepage. I'll leave that link in the description too, but hope to see you guys in the next live stream.